We're going to call the January 16th special meeting, 2024 of the Planning Commission. For the audience here tonight, the City of Glendora utilizes a hybrid meeting format to allow for participation both in person and virtually. In consideration of others and the businesses conducted tonight, please silence your phones and electronic devices and refrain from speaking unless recognized. If you're interested in speaking, please fill out a public comment card. If you're in Zoom, please select the raise hand icon before the close of public comment and or public hearing period, and you will be recognized and unmuted. Again, this is a public meeting for the community of Glendora. We appreciate and respect your participation here this evening. With that, I will turn it over to our Madam Clerk for a roll call.
Thank you. So at this time, I will call on each commissioner and when your name is called, if you can please respond with present when your name is called. Commissioner Crimmins?
Present.
Commissioner Davis?
Present.
Commissioner Koss?
Present.
Vice Chair Faber?
Present.
And Chair Norwood.
Present.
All members are present.
Thank you. So with that, let's stand and I'll lead us in a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so does anyone wish to reorder the agenda? Seeing none, we're going to open our public comment period. Invite members of the public to address the legislative body. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes, speaking once on both on and off agenda items. If you are in attendance, please fill out a speaker card and submit it to the recorded administration. Before the close of the public comment period, once recognized, speakers should advance to the podium, state your name, subject matter, and you wish to discuss. If you are participating via Zoom, select the raise hand icon on Zoom before the close of public comment period. Once recognized, you will be unmuted, state your name and the subject matter you wish to discuss. There is no one here in attendance in person here, so we will skip any Zoom participants.
We just have the applicant for the public hearing, so.
Perfect, okay. And so I am going to go ahead and close the public comment period. So right now I'm going to go to commissioner statements and reports. So I'm going to invite reports from any of the commissioners. I'll start with Commissioner Crimmins.
Nothing to report, just a happy new year to everybody. Hope it's off to a good start.
Thank you. Commissioner Davis.
I have nothing tonight.
Commissioner Koss.
I have nothing.
Commissioner Faber.
Nothing to report.
And myself, I would to just reiterate what Commissioner Crimmins said. Hope everyone has had a good new year. And we'll move on now to reports from the Community Development Director, Jeff Kugel.
Thank you, Chair Norwood. Just a happy new year to all as well. I don't have any reports myself, but I did want to introduce the new Assistant City Attorney, Payam Mostafavi, who is replacing Danny. Danny has gone on to be the City Attorney, and so let's introduce Payam and let him say a little bit about himself to the Commission.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Chair Norwood and Commissioners. Thank you for the opportunity to be here and excited to serve the city as assistant. My name is Payam Mostafavi, and I've been working with Alshire and Winder for the past 5 years as a municipal law attorney. And I was formerly assistant city attorney for the city of Suisun City and worked closely with the city of Paris and the city of Carson, city of La Cañada, Flint Ridge, and now excited to be assistant city attorney for the city of Glendora. I assisted the firm's clients in a wide variety of practice areas such as open government and ethics, land use and zoning, public works, and elections. And I also represent several of the firm's clients in a wide variety of public finance issues. Thank you again.
Well, thank you. I look forward to making sure that you keep us legally in line. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Okay. With that, we're going to move on to public hearings. Consideration of a resolution to approve a conditional use permit to allow the sale of alcohol, beer and wine only in conjunction with the restaurant located at 209 North Glendora Avenue, project number PLN 23-0031. And the applicant is Stephen and Adriana Solis. And so with that, I'm going to invite Senior Planner Natalie Espinoza to report.
Thank you. Good evening, Chair Norwood and members of the commission. Tonight before you is an application for a conditional use permit to allow the sale of beer and wine in conjunction with a restaurant. The project site is for a coffee shop and deli that is currently under construction. It's located on the west side of Glendora Avenue between Bennett and Meta Avenues. The proposed space is 1,560 square feet. Their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Alcohol will be served daily from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Alcohol will only be sold for consumption inside the restaurant and the outside tables belonging to the restaurant. Additionally, alcohol sales will only be allowed with the approval of the State Department of Alcohol Beverage Control, or ABC. This is included as a condition of approval, as well as indicating that the restaurant's dining menu shall be available for service during all hours that the alcohol is served, as well as other conditions pertaining to the sale of alcohol in conjunction with the approval and permit from ABC. The application was also reviewed by the police department, who have also included additional conditions of approval. This is their floor plan. As I have said, the space is currently under construction. This was previously an eyelash service shop. The floor plan, as shown, has the dining area in the front, and that's for patrons, their kitchen and service area towards the rear, and also new bathrooms towards the rear. On January 4th, notices were mailed out to all property owners within a 500-foot radius, and notices were also published in the San Gabriel Valley Examiner. Staff recommends that the categorical exemption for the project be approved and also to adopt the resolution for the project. I'm available if you have any questions, and the applicant is available via Zoom if you have any questions.
Thank you, Natalie. So right now I'd like to invite the applicant, Stephen and Adriana Solis, to present. You have 10 minutes.
Adriana, we're going to send you a request to unmute yourself. Can you hear us?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. You have 10
Hi.
minutes.
Okay. Wow, I didn't realize that I was having to come up with a whole presentation. But hi, my name is Adriana. My husband Stephen. We can you guys see me, or can you just hear me?
We can see you and hear you.
Okay. So my husband and I'm actually going to stop my video just in case, because I'm home and my children, if they come in, I'll be embarrassed. So I'm going to stop the video right now. So anyway, yeah, so my husband and I, we have a coffee shop in Claremont already. It's called Revved Up Coffee and Classics. We have a pretty successful business. We wanted to open up in Glendora, and we love the area that it is in. We love the whole downtown area. We think it's perfect for our business. We are really excited for this. It's been a long time coming with the construction in the city. So it's finally, we're almost in the home stretch. We're hoping that we can open in February. We're hoping the beginning of February. In Claremont right now, we do not have beer and wine. We tried a few times, but according to the zoning of the city, they wouldn't allow us to do it. And we have just been doing our food and our coffee and tea and things like that. So with Glendora, if we're able to, we'd love to have the Type 41 beer and wine license. Our plans for food that would accompany that would be, we would have our breakfast available, our breakfast sandwiches, our breakfast burritos and things like that just for the morning. But then in the afternoon time, we have a pretty healthy menu going that we have planned. We're gonna do French bread pizzas. We're gonna do salads, wraps, all of our deli sandwiches, which we are really excited about. We're gonna add on to our also already, we already have a deli sandwich menu, but we're gonna add on to our menu. And I don't know what else we're gonna have in the afternoon, but the French bread pizzas and the pizza bagels as well, we're gonna have. And yeah, so I think that any of our deli sandwiches as well, we're gonna probably offer them as wraps or salads. Like we could do like a chopped Italian salad and things like that. And then yeah, so we'll have our food available from open to close, all of our food. And then for the lunch, we'll have for lunchtime and dinner time. And then for breakfast, we'll have just for breakfast time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We would love to have events. We would love to have trivia night occasionally. We would love to have open mic night sometimes. We are really excited for different things. We're excited to have our place be a meeting place for the local workers and local professionals in the area and students. We're going to have free Wi-Fi available, so that's a big plus. I don't know if a lot of places around have that. And yeah, we're kind of wanting to get the community to come together over the love of cars. We're kind of an automotive themed coffee shop, so cars, good music. We have a really awesome clientele in Claremont, so we just kind of want to bring that over to Glendora. I don't really know what else to say, but thank you guys.
Okay, well, thank you, Adriana.
Yeah.
So, with that, speakers are limited to 3 minutes. I'm gonna just go ahead and skip for those who are in attendance, because again, we have none in attendance tonight. So if you're participating via Zoom, select the raise hand icon in the Zoom before the close of public comment period. And once recognized, you'll be unmuted. So I'll ask Madam Clerk if we have any Zoom participants.
We have none.
Okay, so with that, then we'll go to commissioner comments, and I'll start with Commissioner Davis.
First of all, Mr. and Mrs. Soliso, welcome to Glendora. That's
Thank you.
It's exactly the type of stuff I personally like to see coming in
I'm
here.
so nervous. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous. I didn't know I was going to have to talk. I was like, I'm so nervous. So
Don't be
thank you.
nervous.
Well,
Don't
We love-
bite.
we-
You're not
we
here
love
and you're
the
not on
community.
camera anymore either, so don't worry about it. First of all, welcome. I've been to your store in Claremont a few times with some buddies. You forgot to mention that classic motorcycles are a part of your
That's
theme out there as well.
Very much so. And the GMR I know is local to Glendora, and my husband is, I don't ride motorcycles, but my husband is an avid motorcycle rider, and he's got a bunch of friends that ride. So we love the whole community.
My question, I guess might be to staff. What is a type 41 liquor license? Is that just the beer and wine aspect of it?
So that
Yes,
is
and
beer and wine in conjunction with the sale of food. So it's for a restaurant.
Okay. My question would be, and city attorney and Jeff, feel free to jump in. For another restaurant that came into town, they were looking for a beer and wine license. And we went one step further so that they did not have to come back here to get a full liquor license down the road. Can we do that tonight with a motion to give them a full liquor license, permission to pursue a full liquor license, approve what they're asking for, but so that they don't have to come back? We approved one like that. I believe Mike Matthews made the motion way back when.
Yeah, I mean, that's if you want to, the CUP process is meant to regulate the time, place, and manner for serving alcohol. Typically CUPs will say revved up, runs its course, and another restaurant comes in, or this restaurant decides to change its, you can you can add conditions now or expand or reduce. That's
Okay.
what the we're asking. the
Okay, so
commission to do.
that would be my question to you, Adriana, is if we were to approve you applying for a full-on liquor license from ABC, is that something you would even be interested in?
That's something I hadn't even thought about.
I don't believe
I-
there's any harm or foul if we approve it. You just don't
No, I
enact
mean,
it, correct?
yeah, I mean, if we're, I mean, I do know if we were approved, down the line, yeah, if we did want to switch gears or if we wanted to do something else or like, more of a restaurant. I mean, we are going to be a restaurant, but more of like a sit down restaurant style or something like that. I do know that it would bring the value up of our business.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, it couldn't hurt, but I hadn't even thought about
Okay,
that.
so it's safe to say you're not opposed.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, no problem. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Crimmins,
Nothing for me. Thank you.
Commissioner Koss.
I was just looking at your menu that's included in the packet, and I got to say, I can't wait till you open because some of these sandwiches look really good. So, yeah, again, I agree. I think this is the kind of business that we want downtown. We already have a lot of great businesses down there, but this would, I think, be a very good addition. So I'm excited. I hope that you can open in February. And I would just say welcome to Glendora.
Thank you.
Vice Chair Faber.
No comment at this time. Thank you.
And for me, I mean, I would, I think it's a good addition to our downtown Glendora, and I would think that if we choose to allow them to seek a full liquor license without having to come back for conditional use permit, I would be open to that down the road if they met all the requirements by ABC, Glendora PD, and the planning department. And so with that, if we make a motion, we would have to amend the motion to include that we would allow for them to pursue that as long as they met all the minimum requirements by all the agencies that would have a ability to chime in on it.
Yeah, it would simply be a matter of modifying the condition in the resolution, which states beer and wine in conjunction with a restaurant to, full alcohol in conjunction with a restaurant.
Okay. And then, so I would amend the motion to include beer and wine with a restaurant to a full alcohol with a restaurant. And since the applicants already agreed to the conditions, and you do agree to all the current conditions with just beer and wine, that's, Adriana, that's correct?
Yes.
Okay. So then if we want to make a motion for the amended motion to include full alcohol with the restaurant.
I'll make a motion to amend it to include a full alcohol license should they choose to request one from ABC down the road. Saves them a trip back to here.
And I'll just for clarification, this will involve changing the conditions of approval as well as the title of the resolution to reflect that motion.
Yes.
Okay. And you've provided me the language for the motion. Someone want to provide me the title of the motion then?
You also probably want to have the applicant stand on record that they concur with the conditions of approval. I never read them.
I did, but you concur with all the motion, all the recommendations on the conditional use permit, Adriana?
Yes.
Okay, that suffice? Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Davis for approval of the conditional use permit for full alcohol with a restaurant. And do we have a second?
I'll second.
A second by Commissioner Koss, and we'll go to a vote from our Madam Clerk.
Yes. Sorry, I need to fix that, but I'll fix the correction on the motions. Commissioner Crimmins,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner Koss,
Yes.
Vice Chair Faber,
Yes.
Chair Norwood,
Yes.
motion carries 5-0.
All right, congratulations, Adriana, and we look forward to seeing you guys open here in the near future.
See, that wasn't
Thank you so
stressful, was it?
much. No,
Real- Just real quick, so that the adopted categorical, really all you need to do is remove beer and wine. Conditional use to allow alcohol sales for on-site, correct?
Yeah. And with that, since I didn't close the public hearing prior to our motion, I will go ahead and close the public hearing now. This matter.
Want to say for the record? Go for it.
Just for the record, it's the title and throughout the resolution and the conditions of approval. Yeah,
Okay.
staff will make the changes.
Make the changes.
Correct,
Awesome.
to include the addition.
Okay. We've done our,
Consent calendar.
yes. And so now we're going to go to the consent calendar. Items on the consent calendar will be enacted by one motion without an individual discussion, unless a commissioner has requested it to be removed. And I think the only thing on the consent calendar are the minutes from the December 5th, 2023 regular meeting. So do I have a motion to approve the minutes from December 5th, 2023?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Commissioner Cost has made a motion,
Second.
second by Commissioner Faber. And we'll do an oral roll call conducted by our Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Crimmins,
I'll abstain.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner Cost,
Yes.
Vice Chair Faber,
Yes.
and Chair Norwood.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-1,
Okay.
4-0, excuse me.
4-0. With that, Commissioner and staff closing comments. I'll go to staff. Does any staff members have any closing comments?
Just a up and coming, it looks like for February 6th, we will be having a meeting. So, and there's gonna be somewhat short. We'll be having another alcohol, request, this time from, a new business, called Eat Fantastic. Or, it's a chain. I think there's 4 or 5 other locations. And they are going where, is it Angelo's Burger? I think it is. Is it Angelo's? It's about, right there in Route 66. They're going to be doing a complete overhaul of that building and new drive-throughs and everything. And they also want alcohol as well. And then there's going to be a continuation of a non-conforming use request from an existing business that's in a residentially only zone that wants to continue operations as a commercial business. With that, it looks like we have packed agendas coming forward for all the future months here. So I don't see a cancellation in the next few months at least.
Okay.
Okay. With that, any closing comments from the commissioners? Commissioner Crimmins?
Just welcome, Pam. Looking forward to working with you.
Commissioner Davis?
Welcome as well. Are we going to get at one of the meetings any updates on 2024 changes at the state level for planning, housing, stuff like that?
A little earlier this evening, and Pine mentioned that he could produce something like that if that's something that the commission would like to have him present.
Okay, do we need to have 3 people agree to for just a? So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we could include that as in a presentation. Honestly, there wasn't as much that will impact us this year around. So, but we can work with Pam and cover some of the highlights in the new state laws.
Very good. Okay, Commissioner Costs
I don't have anything tonight. Thank you.
and Vice Chair Faber.
I just want to say welcome, Pam, and look forward to the new year. Thank you.
And I'm just going to reiterate welcoming our new Assistant City Attorney and look forward to the new year also. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to adjourn our Planning Commission meeting for January 16, 2024 at 7:24 p.m. Wow.